What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are here with my alter ego, Thomas, with his first place undefeated Exodia deck profile.
Worst Thomas.
The best Thomas. Well, you won. You beat me, so that's great. How many cards in the main?
45 or 46.
Depending on how you're feeling?
Yeah, depending on what I actually bring.
Yeah, fair.
It's 45 on the deck list.
Nice. All right, well, let's jump straight into it, man. I want to see these cards and see what took out locals today.
Alright, so first of all,
Whoa, what is
very
this?
important.
Flip it,
I'll
flip
flip
it.
it around.
Jeez.
Sure.
Alright, so
Very important. We have to run all 5 of them to resolve half of our decks. So,
and this is DB1, right?
DB1 and Master Collection 1.
Love
so
it,
the
love it.
classics. They've got the 20-year-old Bens in one of them. Yeah, it looks awful.
So good.
So they're there. They're fun if you draw them. Just don't.
Just don't do it.
Yeah. We've got Triple Shield. Shield searches yourself another copy of Millennium Monk.
Yeah.
Which is your win condition, so you run 3 of them, you always want it. In the same vein, part of the Blue Eyes also searches Millennium Monk. It's also a little bit of interruption if your opponent summons a big boss monster, which they never read. It's too many lines of text, they go halfway down and not ash it, you're good. Then we got 3 Sengenjin Wakes from Millennium. This one can get any other Millennium card, so it's whatever you need. Usually you're just using it to go into extra deck plays if you already have your cross. Otherwise you're probably paying about 4,000 life points to pull out Exodia, which does hurt a lot.
Yeah, fair.
We've got Triple Wedgie Temple. You probably don't have to run 3, but I do because I'm running a bit heavier of a build at 45 cards. It turns any monster into itself plus a Millennium in the spell and trap zone, which you can either use for some extra deck shenanigans or just it's an omni search. It's really good. Millennium Monk, this is your win con. It summons Exodia. What else do I need to say? Important thing is you cannot summon for the rest of the turn after it's activated, so you really got to make sure that you're ready to go. Yeah. We've got 2 Golem that guards Millennium Treasures. That is there purely as sort of we need more engine.
Yep.
All it does is search Wedgie Temple and prevent Millennium Monk from being negated, which is absolutely hilarious into a Dominus Impulse because you just can't negate it.
Yeah.
We're running 1 of each of the Exodia spell traps. These are your sort of bread and butter for if you are going first. You'll either be setting Obliterate or Exiled Fires of Rage to either return things back to their hand or nuke their entire board.
Yep.
If Exodia survives till their end phase, you'll be setting Obliterate Blaze. That destroys every spell and trap, gives you all 5 pieces of Exodia and gives it 10,000 attack.
Okay.
It's your win con.
Yeah.
You can't activate anything afterwards, but
Why
it's
do you
your
need
win
to?
con.
Exactly. Yeah.
We've got 1 Pot of Prosperity because the card's not balanced. Terraforming because
The card's not balanced.
really good. And the other reason for terraforming is Secret Village.
Vomit.
The big Exodia is a spellcaster. So Secret Village locks out a lot of decks. In worst case scenario, you go into a Channeler from the extra deck, or just straight up normal summon a Exodia piece, and the opponent can't play sometimes.
Yeah, cool.
Because we're running 2 very fun field spells. Set Rotation, hilarious, locks them out. Running 1, there can only be 1. It's probably the best of the floodgates to run a 1 of.
Yeah.
Because you just sit there with your Exodia, make your opponent sad. You do not care about it. We're running Triple Droplet because the card is really good.
100%.
I've sort of built the deck for going first or second.
Yep.
And I think Droplet is good for both, same as Imperm.
Oh, yeah.
Droplet, Imperm, going first, going second, I'm happy to see all of them always. And especially the 2 of them together, 3 negates for 2 cards, it's fun. We are running a Super Poly package because, good lord do I hate this card. It is one of the most dishonest cards that's ever been printed. So we run it because we've got room. We run a Call By because, every hand trap can lose to something. We run a Angel Statue because Millennium Ankh shuffles back everything that's not Millennium. Sometimes there's just a lot of trash on your board going first. clear it off into a Silhouette and a statue, it's one more interaction.
Yeah, okay.
Lastly, because fun, we have triple lava golem, because they are really good.
Board breakers, man. Board
Yeah,
breakers.
it's just board breakers. Exodia's for going second. I've sort of built it more for going first, and it did win me a few games today, but
Yep.
that's what they're there for.
Cool. Let's see that extra deck.
Alright, so the extra deck, the main card obviously, got triple unstoppable Exodia Incarnate, clearly unstoppable. Gains attack into your life points, it's got a negate, it sets archetype traps, it's just insane.
Disgusting.
We run 3 just in case. The one I picked up today off Thomas himself
Hey, yo.
is Snake Eyes Doom Dragon. It special summons itself using 2 monsters in the spell and trap zone.
Yeah.
So when you put your Millennium monsters there, sometimes you just need to out a boss monster. Can't be destroyed, doesn't matter, put it in the spell or trap zone.
Love it.
It's really funny. And we've got some super poly targets. Everyone at locals, we've had 5 or 6 Malice players, so this is just a Malice super poly target because it's a Cyburst plus a Cyburst extra deck. It goes hard. We've got 1 Typhon. It comes up sometimes. It's an out. It's okay. Then we've got an Anima for Link. It never really comes up if you have to normal summon a Exodia piece into Anima, you're probably losing the game.
100%.
But it is funny,
It is.
and it can win you some games, so it's in there. Previously mentioned Silhouette Rabbit.
Good card.
Sometimes you just got too much stuff, 1 extra interaction. Same way, SP, I don't think it could ever be bad. It exists.
Yeah.
And then the rest is a Link Climb package.
Yeah, cool.
So we're either running the Darks or the Earth Charmer, which then whatever into Selene, into access code. The other thing, if you accidentally have a Exodia piece in your graveyard, you can bring it back with Selene. Because if there's
Yeah.
1 in your graveyard, you cannot resolve Millennium Monk, but you can if it's normal, if it's summoned on your field.
Ah, cool. There you go.
So that did come up once today, and it did win me the game. So
Nice.
very important. And lastly, for the extra deck, we're playing all sorts of funny hate. So we've got triple shifter,
Disgusting.
because it just, it wins games when people don't want to banish. Likewise, triple Lancia
Yep.
wins games when people do want to banish. Then we've got triple Furulos, just because it's
Furulos, yep.
yeah, it's not balanced. We've then got a couple one-ofs, so we've got the Duster and the Lightning Storm.
Yep.
That's just there going second, a bit good. We've got one-dimensional barrier, because it comes up. And then obviously the Sanctum as well, to go with the Artifact Lanciers, and then
balance.
two thrusts.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Because we run one of a lot of extra deck, side deck cards.
Yeah.
And it hits terraforming, it hits any other route. So that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Thanks, my guy. Do you have any shout outs?
Not really, just everyone at locals for being cool.
Sweet.
Yippee!